Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting Propagandacast here from Denmark with me, host Imperial Dane Master of Propaganda, straight from the Propaganda Ministry, of course, located right here in Denmark, and I'm going to be delivering onto your eyes and ears a 1 versus 1 on Wreck Train. Yes, indeed, been some time since we've seen Wreck Train, but I just got an interesting match on it, so figured, well, why the devil not? Why not share it to you lot and see what you think of it? So, of course, that shall hopefully prove to be interesting and exciting for you, my dear viewers. Of course, rather wrecked up right there in the middle, subject to an Allied bombardment. Of course, the ironic bit was that while it certainly also prevented Germans from moving about to the front, it also rather afterwards made it harder for the Americans to move out from Normandy, since they didn't really have any sort of decent logistics to move it all out. But of course, who shall be fighting on in the sun corner? We are seeing Zeeeramm. Yes, indeed, Zeeeramm, not Zeeeramm or Zeeeramm. No, it's Zeeeramm. Fighting for the Americans, fighting for C. Well, let's just say 19th Infantry Division going up against the lads of Pakna, fighting for the Panzer Lehr. Yes, indeed, the Panzer Lehr mounting a quick counter-attack, desperately trying to plug up another hole as another one appears slightly elsewhere. Of course, question is, how shall this work out? Well, let's find out. I do believe both of these chaps are in fact rank 11, so you know, they should know at least some of their stuff. The other stuff I'll try to fill in through the powers of my mind. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Through glorious Wehrmacht science, I have had my mind capacity increased, or possibly always have that. Nonetheless, Wehrmacht quarters going up. Max going up with the barracks. Engineers, usual start. No 4 engineer starts. No 1 engineer start either. That, of course, is also something you might occasionally see, you know. Getting for lots of riflemen right off the bat, but no. The usual 2 engineers and also the usual 2 pioneers start from Pakna. No pioneer spam, no 3 pioneer starts, which is sort of the more rarer one, but you know, it still gets seen from time to time, even amongst the higher ranking players. I can tell you that much. Though not me, I find it silly. Yes. Anyhow, we are seeing riflemen on the way. Usually, yes indeed, there's not much else that can come out of the bags except, you know, the jeep, and that's certainly also nice and dandy. Engineers securing what they can right next to here. Securing the fuel, securing the strategic point, not marching towards here. In fact, no. Might be having a more central sort of movement figured out. Volksgrenadiers ready, yes indeed. Some quick replenishments for the Panzer Lehr after heavy losses fighting against the British. And possibly also fighting around Saint-Lô. Could probably in this case, of course, be some much less high quality, less Panzer Lehr. Or could just be some troops from some battalions sent in first before the Panzer Lehr arrives. Ever so many possibilities. And what do these Volksgrenadiers do? Well, they do a bit of a trick, of course, most Wehrmacht players have, which probably leads to this map sort of being considered Wehrmacht fair. There's a lot of heavy cover, which can easily be, you know, placed with barbed wire, lots of choke points, of course, so it can be a bit difficult to deal with. Riflemen, they are ready and will be moving in. Volksgrenadiers sort of a bit unsure where to go, and they do not run towards the piece of heavy cover where they've just wired off. No, instead they'll go back one where the riflemen can actually run up to their faces. Less fortunate, but still, of course, one thing to remember, you know, try and stay cool, you know. Things can easily go either way, and of course, as long as you've got a few good shots in before the Americans arrive, you should usually be able to win this fight up close. Of course, that's a trick, and sometimes, you know, you might get sort of panicking. Oh no, the riflemen are here! Run away! Rückzug! Hilf me, mein Führer! And of course, then you get kicked out. And of course, in these cases, you actually want to be out there faster than one. You have 1 man left because, you know, they could have beaten, but still, well, I wouldn't say it went alright, but you know, it could have gone worse for either side, you know. But still, I mean, it still showed, you know, the wisdom in, you know, standing your ground, holding the line, don't let those armies overrun you. Pioneer, no, there's the Volksgrenadiers, the pioneers are running around here and there, looking all pioneery with their little uniforms and their little helmets, yes indeed. And riflemen engaging the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers once more on the wrong side of the heavy cover. They're standing the ground, and the riflemen are out. Negative cover, of course. Note, negative cover is a very bad spot to be in. It makes your troops a much easier target, and they take more damage. Of course, these riflemen are in a spot of trouble, having taken quite a bit of damage as they charge the Volksgrenadiers, who stood their ground, thus being more accurate. Good show there, Pakna. Good holding your ground. Engineers forced away there, and certainly this was rather good engagement. Barely any damage to these Volksgrenadiers. Held their ground like true soldiers of the Third Reich. Yes indeed, they will make you proud, Pakna, at least if you keep them alive. But the other Volksgrenadiers are now ready. And what shall Pakna be going for next? Well, no flashing red bulb, so we don't know. Rather than engaging from Zeeeramm, yes indeed, the 90th troops push onwards. The 90th Infantry Division certainly had the distinction of being pretty much where the entire US Army deposited its worst troops. Yes indeed, that meant the shortest, the most unfit, and generally not the nicest chaps in general. Fun fact about that. And right from coming under heavy fire from the MG42. Of course, thing to note is that most of the US divisions were in fact, pretty much given all the troops that every other branch of the army, or the armed forces of the United States actually didn't want. Fun fact there. Pioneers moving about. Pioneers laying down more barbed wire. Got there trying to protect there, but no attempt to stop these riflemen coming under fire, being a bit too close to each other. Of course there, and of course leading the others to getting suppressed there. Volksgrenadiers charging forwards. Riflemen going down. Good holding on to the ground, Mr. Pakna. Yes, indeed. Zeeeramm still, though, also quite good aggression, attacking from moving about here. He could perhaps, have tried a bit more, judicious flanking, but still, taking territory, keeping up the pressure on all angles, laying down barbed wire there from Pakna. Also good, like to see barbed wire, so good job there, Pakna. Volksgrenadiers providing cover for the other chaps, might, lay down some barbed wire, meanwhile, perhaps some sandbags. And engineers discovered while trying to cut wire, of course, note, while you're trying to do stuff like that, your troops will be easier to hit and take more damage, very important bit. And Zeeeramm, within 5 minutes, has gone for the Browning automatic rifle. He doesn't even have 4 riflemen to him, so this has really been, the rush for the Browning. Yes, indeed. And that's certainly going to give him quite a bit of automatic fire. And what shall be coming out here? Sharpshooter Sniper König ready for the Panzer Lehr. Or at least whatever early infantry division supporting it. It is unknown in the annals of the Propagandacast. Well, not really, but sometimes it can't all be perfect. And Pioneers trying to lay down fresh bomb by getting stopped by Riflemen. Of course, they need engineer support to cut through the wire. Riflemen pushing through on several flanks. We're getting ready for a large assault. Oh dear, Volksgrenadiers charging and sniper opening up on the Riflemen. Southern Riflemen might need to move into support. Zeeeramm, support. Engineers with flamethrowers. Riflemen running away. The Volksgrenadier force with sniper support simply too much. Several Kar-98Ks, or as it was also known, the Gewehr 48K. Not really a huge difference. Named, of course, the sniper with a Gewehr 43. Yes, indeed, he's been equipped with a Gewehr 43, not a scoped Kar-98K, but instead a semi-automatic rifle, interestingly enough. Volksgrenadiers advancing, and what is this sniper doing? What is he doing? Is he trying to play enemy at the gates or saving Private Ryan? Yes, indeed, he's taking up position in the building. It does gain them more protection. Of course, it also makes them a big bloody target for other snipers. But then again, there's also this less talked about bit. It actually also increases the rate of fire, I believe. Though I might be a bit wrong on that. I'm never entirely sure of the benefits that, being a building gets. But still, it grants them a bit of protection. And of course, there's the increased line of sight, so that also helps. And Riflemen mucking about. Zeeeramm pushing through though in several points. Good. Just cutting off, not bothering to do more. Onwards for Uncle Sam, for liberty and apple pie and marshmallows, all that. MG42 they're setting up. Ready to put a nonsense to all that. And Riflemen charging from the south as well. More Riflemen on the way. And a grenade. He has gone for grenades. I absolutely missed that. That was terrible. And there we go. Absolutely brutal assault on Pakna's lines. Volksgrenadiers caught out in the open. Pioneers moving in to support. Riflemen with BAR charging right into the midst of it, and there we go, flamethrowers are ready. Oh dear, the Riflemen now on fire, other Riflemen moving in, and they're retreating as well. No further grenades, not enough munitions, and Sonderkraftfahrzeug half-track Schützenpanzerwagen has arrived from the Panzer Grenadier companies of the Panzer Lehr. The Panzer Lehr was one of the very, very few divisions to actually be fully equipped with armored half-tracks. Most other units could only count about believe it was 1 battalion of it, or was a few companies, but still not a lot else in reality. Most others, in fact, just had to make do with trucks. And rather than getting sniped, Pakna's sniper really being right there, and of course the ominous Pitlevsky building, Pitlevsky barbed wire, and my goodness, lots of barbed wire on this map. Could this mean that Pakna and Pitlevsky has made a pact of barbed wire? Who knows, but half-track moving towards these, quickly reacting to any sort of threats, and of course that is good. That is certainly one of the strengths, and looks like the sniper rather realizes, flamethrower engineers is bad for his health. Rifleman retreating, and the engineers now also running away. Will the sniper get him? Will the sniper get him? No such luck, but Riflemen are advancing. Lots of Riflemen, and the sniper's much too exposed. Sniper needs to get the bloody hell out of there. Lots of scattered territory. The American commander needs a bit more luck. He's certainly not being the most fortunate of American commanders at this stage. Half-track clears out this area. No mines, though, from Zeeeramm, but then again, he's rather lacking the munitions, much to his distress. And Volksgun is taking up position right here, right now, right outside. Oh dear, but certainly a nice building to fight from as infantry. Lots of windows. And that certainly is one thing you want to remember. You know, it does have a lot of infantry if you're going to send in infantry. And a grenade going into the window. Oh dear, the Volksgunners do not get out of time. And 3 dead windows cleared out. Only 2 men left, and they try to get out, but rather realize that's a bad idea, so they run in again. Oh dear, they're trapped inside it. That house shall be their tomb. You shall be remembered. No, wait, one looks like... Oh, never mind, he died. And what is this? The half-track charges the base. Sticky bombs on the way. Pakna here made a rather devious little move. He attacked straight into the American base with his half-track, disrupting any construction there. I mean, that's an incredibly bold movement. You rarely don't see it like that, because, you know, the American command could have had sticky bombs ready, but no, he didn't. Instead, he stopped actually the production of a supply yard. So, pretty damn good. Although he shouldn't be pushing his luck, and of course there are soon sticky bombs on the way, so really needs to get his half-track out of there. And 4 rifleman teams with a 5th on the way, although lacking some engineers. Grenadiers now have arrived on the field, more proper Panzer Grenadiers of the Panzer Lehr. Rather than engaging the Grenadiers, snipers sort of moving about. Quite the engagement right there. And there we go, sticky bombs are ready, and this half-track is going to be in what you might call some trouble, and sadly Pakna has not evacuated. That was very, very silly of you, Pakna. Very silly. And there we go, sticky bombs on the Schützenpanzerwagen, and there we go, immobilized. This is not looking good for the half-track. It cannot move. Pioneers with the flamethrowers need to get away, run away. Rückzug, Rückzug. And this half-track shall not be making it out of there alive, I fear. Riflemen moving in for the kill, and a final sticky bomb to finish the job. No, apparently not. Finding away with the BARs in the hopes of penetrating the armor, finding and finishing it off. Engine, and there we go, absolutely a wreck. Small victory for the Americans, or then again, Pakna was certainly able to buy himself quite a bit of time with that little maneuver there. Although it probably would have been nice if he'd been able to salvage that half-track. Only 2 infantry teams at this stage, though. 1 sniper and the MG. Of course, one thing to note, the 2 Volksgunners MG and sniper start is a rather common one, and is a start, in fact, that a lot of high-ranking Wehrmacht players actually favor. So, you know, if you're not entirely sure what to go for yourself, you know, going for the 2 Volksgunners MG and sniper start is not completely inevitable. And oh dear, this MG42 is getting hit from all sides, riflemen flanking about, and there's been absolutely no mines here by Pakna, who's floating quite a bit of munitions. That's actually pretty bad, you know. When you have this much munition, you lay down mines. That would be absolutely brilliant, great, fantastic, ecstatic, glorious. And now the pioneers starting to die down here. No, we are seeing some mines to protect this area. Good move. Riflemen forced away by Volksgunners and Grenadiers. Bit some losses there for Pakna, not doing too well in the name of the Panzer Lehr. Sniper moving in to support the infantry, and riflemen are forced away. Lots of territory uncontested, or at least not in the hands of anyone. In fact, there's sort of a no man's land running through this entire area. Sneaky that, interesting. A lot of fuel in the hands of the Americans, but some of it not actually quite connected. Motor pool is up from Zeeeramm, who's probably been expecting this some time, and he probably wanted it out earlier, but sadly no such luck. Pack 38 ready, and of course Zeeeramm spotted it, so he probably won't be charging in right here, at least for the immediate period of time. But riflemen getting reinforced, no supplied upgrades. Moving through here. And I suspect that actually Zeeeramm might have lost a rifleman team. That was quite unfortunate. Sniper in fact seizing territory, and with his awesome voice reporting that target has been seized. So jolly good at that. Riflemen getting ready to flank through the west, since this of course is the less sort of fortified area, and of course that's a clever move, you know. Don't attack where your opponent has prepared defense, you know, attack through where he hasn't. Rifleman moving through there. Grenadiers moving in. And might be seeing a grenade against him from either side. 340 munitions. And there we go. Grenade at the Grenadiers. Nothing is killed. The Rifleman retreating. This is not looking too good for Zeeeramm. But still, Pakna could easily be using a lot more of those munitions. He has floating around, Rifleman engaging false grenades and Grenadier sniper. They were unable to assist at this very moment.
We're losing territory.
But pressuring through in the east when he's falling back in the west. And what is this? A T-17 armored car. That's only a bit rarer to actually notice. Usually you see the Greyhound. Rifleman getting gunned down by the MG-42. And oh dear, Zeeeramm is actually moving into the area of the vicinity. Oh dear, sniper unexposed. Oh dear, that was quite the coup for Zeeeramm right there. I'm pretty sure that Pakna is swearing in Hochdeutsch at this very moment. Rifleman getting ready once more. Still no supplied upgrades, no medic stations either. A bit unfortunate, but still got that sniper. That was quite the boon. And we are seeing a Sonderkraftfahrzeug ready, heavy armored car, schwerer Panzer and already getting the upgrade, and he's also getting veterancy for it. That's certainly quite nice. Decreases the damage taken, and of course the gun is quite helpful against vehicles and certainly doesn't make it less good against infantry either. So quite nice and dandy. Moving forward there, and this armored car facing off against the very soon to be Puma. Not Puma, but Puma. Rather moving towards these, but again. And looks like a small force of false grenadiers and pioneers might be intercepting this Rifleman team. Stu 42 has also arrived. Sturm Haubitze 42. And looks like the Riflemen are going to get engaged. Still a lot of munitions being floated here by Pakna. I do not like that. He could be using medic packs. Assault grenades, mines, Goliaths, quite a bit there. Rifleman getting scorched, getting shot up. Oh dear, Riflemen are not happy about this. Not one bit. T-17 of course shifting, leading the advance, scouting out any opposition while the infantry follows up. Nice move right there. Of course might be trying to connect up this area, finally getting him some more fuel. Still no supply and upgrades, still no medic station, but we are seeing a triage center. So hurrah for that. And looks like the Panzer Lehr might be making an armored dash for the base of Zeeeramm. Yes indeed. Puma leading the charge, Stu 42 moving in support. And of course this rather will result in Zeeeramm having to move back, but of course he does now have a bit of territory, and of course he's once more trying to sort of get the drop on the territories right here. Stu 42 and Puma falling away. This machine gun emplacement, Stu 42 having a bit of problem actually hitting the emplacement, the Puma not quite as much. T-17 advances, Stu 42 gets further forward. T-17 opens up on it, Rifleman might get off a sticky bomb. One goes down, but no sticky bomb. Puma providing no support. Grenadiers under fire from Riflemen. Could be seeing a grenade, could not. But these Grenadiers could also be... No, the Riflemen just run past them. They could have won that engagement in several ways. And this T-17 is not looking too good. But an anti-tank on is ready. That was certainly good there. No sticky bombs. Oh dear, sticky bomb in combination with all this would be great as well. Certainly seems like Zeeeramm is quite missing quite a few opportunities. Rifleman facing off against here, and these Grenadiers in fact need to retreat immediately, otherwise they're lost. Of course Pakna could drop some grenades. Stug 4 moving in, but no grenades at all, no real usage of munitions. Armored car and Stug 42 moving away, and what is happening here? Stug 4 moving forwards. Drop in frame rate by Fraps, naughty Fraps, and I do believe it is time for mid-game analysis indeed. The part some of you love, the part others of you probably does not love. But we'll still be going on with it, and of course the current situation will a bit dicey for either side. The American base is assaulted, but they are able to repel the assaults, but not quite able to destroy the vehicles during the attacking. They do have quite a bit of the territory and most of the fuel points, so that's certainly a minor point right there. And he certainly has quite a bit of territory to attack on, but he's probably draining himself of manpower due to the lack of supply and upgrades. Of course, also the lack of medic stations also means he's going to be drained through attrition. On the other hand, Pakna is rather lacking in infantry, certainly suffering some losses in that period, but then again, he does have the armor, and currently Zeeeramm is having some problems there, so of course, Pakna could probably continue with that, perhaps get some storms, get some other infantry, and of course, use some of all those damn munitions, you know, get some grenades, get some Goliaths, get some medic packs, get some something, yes indeed. Very specific there, and Zeeeramm, of course, needs to chain together his actions. He needs to be a bit more, you know, better at seizing opportunities. That seems to be a bit his problem, you know. There's a lot of small opportunities for getting some extra gains, which seem to go missed, tragically.
Ready for orders.
And of course, but still, he's otherwise doing pretty well, you know, constantly shifting the sort of point where he's attacking, making an effort. So we like to see that. So good move. But let us return to the fight for the fatherland. Or for Uncle Sam, who knows. Puma pulling away though. Stu 4 lonely watching the entire western area, hostile territory, no infantry support. Silly Pakna. Fresh mines right there. Rather moving outwards, anti-tank gun setting up, and looks like the German armor and vehicle pool is pulling up towards here mostly. And, well, nothing else. Pioneers getting trained. The rest of them are in fact right here, doing a bit of work. And looks like the Americans are getting ready for an assault. MG42 perhaps not covering the best position. Of course, it could get flanked if he so decides, but apparently... Oh dear, Mr. Zeeeramm, you know, you might want to learn from your mistakes, you know, target from here when you know there's an MG42 covering that bit. Of course, you might be hoping to get off a grenade at it. That could work, but there's a Stu 42 blasting in support. Get that grenade off now if you want the chance, Zeeeramm. No, he's just standing right in front of it. And there we go. Grenade, but he needs to retreat. Retreat! And minor losses for that. That was certainly not worth it. T-17 has hit a mine. Engine is destroyed, opening up on the Pioneers with its 37mm gun. Thing to note about the T-17, it actually didn't really serve with the Americans, despite being, you know, an American armored car. It was the British which actually used it. But the Americans never really used it. They were much more happy with the M8 Greyhound and later on the M24 Chaffee light tank, which had pretty much the exact same gun as a Sherman, was just faster and also much lighter armored. And the Puma moves in for the kill on the T-17. Main gun destroyed. Engineers ready to try and repair it. Will it be enough? Or will the Puma get its prey? Yes, indeed. Puma secures a kill for the fatherland. Quite unfortunate for Zeeeramm. And the Duke 4 moving towards the base. This could end up less than sterlingly. Anti-tank gun turning around. Rifleman probably getting close for some sticky bombs. And Pakna now with 400 munitions. Pakna. You really need to get better using your munitions. I mean, you're a rank 11 Wehrmacht player, at least you're supposed to be, you know. Use it. Sticky bomb on the Stu 4. Immobilized. That's what you call an easy target. And Puma and the East heavily damaged. Rifleman moving in. And Grenadiers taking quite some damage. Rifleman getting veterancy 1. Still no supplied upgrades though, tragically, and let us return to Zeeeramm. Rifleman hunting down the Puma, the dreaded Puma. And the Sturmgeschütz is gone. Veterancy 2 for these Riflemen. Rifleman still hunting the Puma. The Puma still getting quite a few kills off. Blasting away with its 50mm gun. And the Rifleman deciding to take a point right in front of it. That squad leader is not going to win Squad Leader of the Year award. That was pretty silly. Still no attempt at Pakna to actually retake any of this territory, interestingly enough. And we are now seeing airborne ready. Supply drops, no airborne getting dropped down though. That could actually help with some recoilless rifles. Rifleman need to... Oh, he lost a Rifleman team. Zeeeramm. Get your act together. Now might be seizing some of all this equipment. Yes, indeed, seizing the heavy machine gun. Not the mortar, though.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting.
And in fact, losing quite a bit of territory rather swiftly. Zeeeramm needs to quickly get his act together and move forwards before Pakna gets it together and does some terrible things to him. Still a lack of infantry though on the front line where bunkers are going down. In fact, one is a repair bunker. Very nice choice there by Pakna. Of course, he does have a nice vehicle pool, so of course ensuring that it's fully repaired is certainly a nice move. Fun fact about German mechanics, they were actually rather good. In fact, some mechanics were so good that At one stage during the whole Normandy fighting, they were awarded the Iron Cross for their excellence and skill and quick, simply being able to put the German tanks back into the fight. Again, with such swiftness and skill. Americans advancing. Heavy machine gun and mortar rifle moving in from the flank. Where are the veteran T2 riflemen? They're moving in through the east. No replacement troops, no airborne, no anything. Oh dear. Grenadiers taking heavy losses. Heavy machine gun stopping, and the Stu-42 opening up. Anti-tank gun ready to cover. False Grenadiers getting suppressed. Mortar rounds flying further. Riflemen moving in. Riflemen in the east getting attacked by the Puma. BAR drop behind. No sticky bomb on the Puma. My goodness. Grenadiers taking heavy fire. Looks like some units are pulling back. Others are moving forwards. Anti-tank gun getting flanked. Oh dear, getting assaulted. Even medic bunker up. False Grenadiers moving in. Might be able to protect. Grenadiers on the run from the riflemen. The GIs have secured another veteran T2 team, and they are moving in on the Stu-42. Stu-42 almost down. A single sticky bomb could be it. Of course, he might want to use the veteran T2 team. And this Puma not doing badly, actually. And there we go. Sticky bomb on the Stu-42. Will it be the end of the noble Stu-42? Nope, just a destroyed engine. Rifleman facing off against the False Grenadiers, causing heavy losses. Other troops moving through here in the west, but I can't quite notice it there. And heavy machine gun arriving. Will the riflemen get them? No, the MG-42 actually turns about. Riflemen might be forced away. Several of them are, in fact. Mortar advancing, opening up. Riflemen trying to get close, but getting suppressed by the MG-42. Mortar rounds flying against here, and the Stu-42 actually gets torn away. And veteran T3 for the riflemen. Absolutely, Zeeeramm just turns it around, at least partially. Anti-tank guns need to pull back. They are much too far to the front, and there's no support for them. That was very, very silly. And Puma now under fire from the anti-tank gun. Another shot, and this Puma could be lost. No, the Puma makes it out of there. Mortar sets up, and there's absolutely no pursuit from Pakna, who does have a few more grenade teams, no stormtrooper teams, and still I'm not seeing any upgrades. I'm not seeing any LMG-42s or anything. He's float away. There we go, LMG in fact. Mortar rounds flying. And Grenadiers charging, although some of them are not in a good condition. Engineers with flamethrowers need to move in and support. And why is this? Oh dear, there seems to be some micro madness. Orders getting mixed up, I'm not entirely sure. LMG-42 opening up, blasting and tearing through the anti-tank gun team. Absolutely menacing. Riflemen advancing and recrewing the heavy machine gun. Not entirely sure they want to do that with the Veteran T2 team. Well, engineers advancing, but the west is getting secured by a single team of pioneers. Something needs to be done about that quickly and swiftly, and he needs some fresh infantry to replace what he has lost. And Pakna just needs to use some bloody munitions. Besides that single LMG-42. And MG-42 opening up on the American heavy machine gun. American mortar not in a position to actually cover the advance of the heavy machine gun again. Heavy machine guns are support units. Do not send them out at front without some infantry for them to support. Heavy machine gun now setting up right out in the open while under heavy fire. False Grenadiers charging forwards. Grenade getting knocked out. The mortar rifleman, veteran T3 getting suppressed. Mortar knocked out. Absolutely insane. Grenade from the veteran T3 rifleman shattering and slaughtering the False Grenadiers. And the Grenadier team in fact goes down to these devils from Hill. Puma engaging the rifleman here, getting repaired by mechanics. Sticky bomb on the Puma. Pioneers getting gunned down by these veteran T3 riflemen. Mortar still uncleared, and still no airborne dropping in this, and still no upgrade for the supply yet. Still no upgrade. This is a bit sad. Well, there you go. I'll keep going on about it until I get a lot of replays where they actually use it properly. Armor car moving in, and apparently this is an airdrop anti-tank gun, so they can reinforce at the field. Puma moving in, could get sticky bomb. No, it's flanking the anti-tank. Wait, there we go. Sticky bomb from the veteran T3 rifleman. And damaged engine, that certainly might make it things a bit easier. And rifleman moving in through here could flank the MG-42. That would be the day. And of course he needs, what is he getting? There we go, find some riflemen. Then again at this stage I might recommend some airborne to quickly get onto the field, you know. Perhaps clear out that MG-42, call in to make it through it, but there we go. And Grenadiers, some with LMG-42s moving in. Will there be a grenade to stop it? There's not munitions. No munitions. Heavy machine gun advancing. Anti-tanker might get off the final shot. Flamethrowers and everything else on these grenadiers. Some going down. LMG-42 blasting away for the fatherland. And assault grenades. Oh my goodness. And the engineers are on the run. And the heavy machine gun is once more on the run. Anti-tank gun tries to extract itself. And there we go, some riflemen are ready, but still the entire west is lost to the Wehrmacht. In fact, Zeeeramm has lost what he fought so bitterly and dearly for. And now further troops of the Panzer Lehr are advancing. Of course, these grenadiers will MG-42s. And these riflemen are advancing. Another supply drop. I'm not entirely sure he wants to be using munitions on that, but there we go. Or manpower, I mean. You might, use the manpower or something else. Recruiting the anti-tank and leaving behind only some very few veterans. If you do riflemen coming under fire from the LMG-42. He just doesn't quite get any hits there because the troops are moving, and for some reason the LMG-42 gets a penalty on hitting moving troops, which doesn't really need since it already has a bit of trouble hitting anything sort of at a range. Flame for engineers and riflemen with veterans 2 advancing. And we could be seeing a strafing run here if properly executed. Flamethrowers opening up on the grenadiers, but no such luck. Still no strafing run. In fact, no, instead seeing a grenade. A strafing run could have done much better here. Suppressed. And a Tiger has arrived. Oh dear, the Tiger is ready. The Tiger from the Panzer Lehr Tiger Company has arrived. And this is certainly going to mean quite a bit of trouble for the Americans with absolutely only one anti-tank gun, which is rather in the wrong place. Rifleman moving through here, but coming under fire from the Puma with 15 kills. 16 kills, ladies and gentlemen. Tiger advances. And Mortar sets up. He's recruiting these weapons when he doesn't really need them. He needs anti-tank guns. He needs anti-tank assets. He probably could have used some recoilless rifle as well if they'd been given time to get veterancy. Gotten earlier. Mortar firing away. Anti-tank gun recruit by false grenadiers, actually.
Base is under attack.
And the Tiger with support from the anti-tank gun firing away at the emplacement. Gone. Rifleman advancing. Heavy machine gun getting knocked out. Not entirely sure why he's charging at a Tiger from the front. He might just be desperate. Rifleman moving in, perhaps hoping to get off a sticky bomb. And the Puma clears out everything here in the west, which actually remains. Mortar in a lot of trouble.
Our forces are taking casualties. We got hostiles in the compound. Base is under attack.
And moving through in the west as well. This is looking rather grim for Zeeeramm. Very grim, in fact. And Grenadiers moving in to flank the anti-tank gun. Lobbing grenades at Libitum, at the windows of the heavy machine gun, trying to protect. Only a rifleman team left, ready to guard the anti-tank gun. Grenades getting lobbed. Grenadiers going down in large numbers. Tiger advances, not caring about the anti-tank gun. One good shot and this anti-tank gun could be gone. No, instead some riflemen are, and one crewman. Grenadiers charging forwards, assaulting even. Anti-tank gun is no more, but of course with enough sticky bombs it could in fact go down, in particular if these veterans with free rifling get off some sticky bombs. Engineer Pioneers trying to move in, getting shot up though. Not a single sticky bomb on the Tiger, which could actually turn things around. Instead the riflemen are now just spinning them out in the open. And Puma is just allowed to blast away at the barracks. The barracks almost, well, it is gone now. And let us speed this up a bit until either Zeeeramm or Pakna decides what to do. Medics pulling in the wounded. And riflemen under heavy fire from the anti-tank gun and the Tiger. Watching gloriously over the battlefields of France. And now the Puma finally decides to get its ass out of there. About damn time, and another armored car arrives, but no further infantry it seems like. Oh well, there we go. Stormtroopers have arrived. Anti-tank gun inches forward, heavy machine gun covering it. Flamethrower engineers advancing, and there we go. Stormtroopers moving in from the front. No veteran Z2 for them though. Engineers cleared out. Will the heavy machine gun be able to take up? And there we go, opening up on the stormtroopers, but they are close enough for a Gebaldeladung, a bundle grenade. A World War I tactic, actually. And there we go, clearing out 2 of the gunners and the anti-tank gun. This could be the signal for the Tiger to advance. Armored cars and Volkswagen is clearing up the riflemen in the west. Zeeeramm is not looking good. He's done his best, but it was just not enough. He missed the golden opportunity to do extra much damage to Pakna, and now he's clearly paying for that. Several veterans with 3 rifleman teams, but it's simply just not enough. And the armored cars are once more charging in. Mortar in a lot of trouble. Gone, in fact. Anti-tank gun trying to get away. Machine gun away. That's my steam, not yours, so don't worry. And there we go. Game over. A loss for the 19th Infantry Division. The Panzer Lehr secures a victory against, well, not against all odds, but there you go. Still, I mean, we saw some interesting things. Again, the usual doesn't get a single supplied upgrade. Bad. No medic station, not good either, in particular considering all the riflemen he had. Otherwise, I mean, he did some rather good things. You know, he really kept, you know, swinging from either side to side. You know, depending on where he met most resistance, he went for the then spot with least resistance. He was trouble was that he wasn't really able to follow up on that. We know we're really getting the advantage at times. Not enough mines for, you know, Pakna. The main problem was really the fact that he was floating way much too munitions around. He could have been using that a lot more. And certainly also some slight mistakes right here, where, you know, the barbed wire, you know, not moving behind it. Not enough infantry either from the beginning either, but then again, you know, he did go for that, you know, usual start which a lot of Wehrmacht players go for, so, you know, again, not bad there. But then again, overall, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not subscribe or tell your friends, and if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.